through this. So these are all offline events where you can come, come join us. These all events happens in Microsoft campuses. Not only in Hyderabad, we do events in Bangalore, Chennai, even Mumbai, which is close to you, and also in Delhi as well. Okay, so you can actually be part of that also, but we will not provide you any travel allowances. Guys. This is a joke. Guys. Okay. Yeah. So, how many of you are aware of AI first? AI. Are you? I will come there. Otherwise, if you're not raising your hands, I'll come there. Okay. Yeah, your principal asked me to do that. So, in his introduction, so I am doing it. Okay. So, how many of you are known with AI? Everyone. Okay. So, what is the difference between AI and Azure? Okay. And what is AI? What exactly the AI has? Okay. Okay. I'll stop you here. What is Gen AI? Tell me the use cases. Okay, what is ChatGPT? It's a chat, right? Basically, it's a chat, right? So let me talk more about it. So I told you, right? So when Aditya is telling, so how many can you do a chatbot? Then you are saying 1 week. I'm sure you will do it in next 1 hour. Okay, mark my words. Yeah. So what is Azure AI? As one of your friends said, it's a service provider on top of a cloud, right? So all the AI services on Azure will comes on top of. I need answers. All AI services are on top of. I just told you what is Azure. So what is Azure AI? So all the AI services on top of Azure cloud will comes in. It's called as Azure AI Foundry, AI Studio or Azure AI, right? So now Azure AI is called as Azure Foundry. Okay. So if you see the screen, so what we can do on top of Azure AI? So we can create our own LLMs, models. We call it as models, right? And what else we can do? We can create our custom chatbots, which is your own chatbot for your college, which I'm going to tell you next. So that means like the chatbot that interacts with you and gives you answers about only the specific answers about your college. Though we are using ChatGPT. I use ChatGPT for getting the responses. I mean, GPT 4 or 4 or even 3.5, whatever it is. But I'm not restricting it to answer to your questions only to relate it to your college. So that is a custom chatbots. So you can use any number of LLMs. So tell me how many LLM or how many models are there in market right now, and tell me 5. What are the LLM models that we have in market? I'm expecting answers from you. I'm seeing. Okay. Okay. ChatGPT. GitHub Copilot. GitHub Copilot is not an LLM. Yeah. Okay. Crop. DeepSeek. Okay. Any guess how many models are there in Azure AI till now? Any idea? Rough estimate. 50. Okay. Let's see how many are there. You see here? Can you see my screen? 1898 LLM models are there in the market right now. And the beauty is you can create your own LLM. With Azure AI, I'm going to tell you that, how we are going to do that. So just telling you, these many models are there, and Azure AI Foundry is helping you because everyone have their own limitations, everyone have their own cost, so everyone has their own features. So you have capacity to compare the models. So what you wanted to use based on your use case. So let me go back to my section and okay. So I told you what is chat Azure AI and all that, right? So I showed you a glance about what is AI Foundry. So initially it was supposed to be called as Azure AI Studio, and now it is called as Azure AI Foundry. Okay, so all don't get confused what is Azure AI and all that. So it's a combination of all the AI services which are there on top of Azure is kept in a platform called Azure AI Foundry. This is just a small service that Microsoft Azure is providing. That's it. Okay, so tell me how I told you, right? So we can create our own models. So tell me how to do that. So what are the prerequisites? I will show you the screen. So what are the prerequisites? By seeing it here, or anyone know what we need to do or create a model? Okay, data is one. That's a key thing. Okay, what's next? Processing your data. Sorry. Sorry. Training the data. I mean, training the model. Model evaluation is something which comes at the end after your model is deployed. So there is very important thing, fine tuning or indexing. That's very important, guys. So these are the core concepts which I wanted to cover, because see, everyone says ChatGPT. I can even show you the live example directly, but these are the basic funda where you need to understand all these concepts. When you go for an interview, someone says Gen AI. What is Gen AI? So you just say it's a chatbot. So that's not the thing. An LLM which is trained on top of any data, which is fine tuned and evolved, as he said. So then the examiner, because everyone wants Microsoft job, right? So how many of you are interested to get into Microsoft? I'm seeing all the hand raises because I'm going to give you a link where you can apply for your internship. Okay, and internship is not just a 10,000 paid internship, it's a 15 lakh paid internship for 3 months. Okay, so that I'm going to give you as a link. So don't, so make sure I'm giving you, these are all the tips that will be required for you in sort of clearing your internship or job or anywhere into this AI domain. Okay, so that is the important thing. Okay, so yeah. So tell me, what are the real-time scenarios when you talk about model? So there are ML models, right? So what is the difference between ML and LLMs? For example, I will make it very clear. For example, there is a bank. Okay, so I had a bank called Venkat Bank or something. So I have 1 lakh customers. Okay, so I just wanted to see what will be the growth of this bank for next few years. So how can we do that? This is one small example, right? So this is where every new customers, like when you get a job, interact with your customer, the expectation is that, because development is all done, as Aditya showed everything, just give you a prompt, it will build. ChatGPT will build, or any LLM model will build. What's the future? You should be in a stage where you can create your own models based on the customer needs. That's one. And the second thing is, what is the problem statement? Understanding the problem statement is very important. That's why I'm saying, first thing, I'm again repeating the question. So you have a bank customer and he has 1 lakh customers, and he was expecting the future, like what will be the next 5 years of my bank growth. So what model that you are going to use? So is ML models covered in your topic? I mean, academics? This, see, no answers, right? I'm not criticizing you, but see, this is where you have to think. Even interviewers will say, ask you this question only. They will not ask you for any miracles. Okay? So whenever you're learning something, so think in a way that where you can apply that. Teachers will teach you until where you can, they will give you knowledge, They will teach you practically sometime in some colleges, and they will leave you. So it's your time to apply that. Okay, so I'm not criticizing anyone, but this is where you need to think, and then if you are ready with the answer and communication, you are ready with your job. And you will call me, you can call me and say if you're really doing this stuff, and if you did got the job, come and connect with me. I'm always there. I'll give you my mobile number also at the last, so you can also call me. Okay, so the real time applications you need to work and see where you can apply that when you are learning something, not only just ML models. When you are learning anything, just see where you can apply that. Okay, I'm not taking much of your time. So to conclude, so Azure AI Foundry is something where all the AI services will be kept on top of, which are on top of Azure. All the AI services which are on top of Azure, where you can explore without any code. See, I showed you the models, right? Let me show you that once again. So these are the models that we have, right? So let me create a model because it takes much time. So let me show you the flow. I have a project here, and there is an agent which Aditya spoke, and now I'm going to create a fine-tuned model. Sure. Okay, so create a fine-tuned model, and it asks you, you don't need to put data, because when you wanted to create a model, the first question rises to you is data. Where should I get the data? Correct? Correct or not? So that's where Azure is giving all the predefined models which are there already, and on top of that you can add your own data. I'll show you where to add the data also, and also you can actually use the data which is already existing. For example, let me select this and click on next. You have to be very conscious while doing this, because it's a really paid service. So I will tell you how to get the credentials also at the end. Okay, so I will get 5,000 credits, $5,000 credits. I know how much it is in Indian rupees, right? It's 5 lakh rupees, guys. Okay, so I just selected a model and I said serverless. Serverless is something, don't get confused. Serverless and compute is something like, compute is fixed cloud, where it cannot expand by its own. So serverless is something like it can expand if more customers are coming. Did ever ChatGPT stopped? No, right? So that's called serverless. So it keeps on increasing its pace, it keeps on increasing its processing power and all that. So that's the difference, okay? So I can rename this. It's showing me the price and all that. So I can rename it and I can just click on fine tune model. Okay, so your model is ready. So you can ask me, sir, you said you can add your own data, right? Yes. So your data can be added here, your own data. Like for example, as Aditya said initially, when you wanted to create your own ChatGPT without any coding, I'm telling, because I will show you the next steps in the coding part. So this is without code. You can put your PDF data. It should not be like a tabular data also. It's called as unstructured data, because what is structured data is something like, if you use Excel sheets, SQL data, all these are the structured data, right? So unstructured is something like your PDF documents, your website data, your Cosmos data. There are a lot of technologies came in, and your MongoDB. So all this comes under your unstructured data. So you can put all the data here. So and indexing, everything will happen by its own. You don't need to touch any code. You don't need to write any code. So that's the beauty of Azure AI Foundry. Okay. So, and one more thing, if you wanted to try, if you want to use ChatGPT 4, so what you are doing now? You need to pay for it, right? After your free trial is done. But this is a free. You can just give your credit card details or bank account details. It will not charge you anything. There is something called playground here. Okay. If you want to create an image, can ChatGPT gives that? Now it is giving, but initially it's not able to give you that, right? But you can do all this. You can convert your text to voice. You can text or voice to text, or you can use image playground that I said, right? You can give your prompt and it will create your image. So all that, this is a free of cost. It will not charge you. This is something like a trial kind of a thing, where you can explore all this. And also models which I'm showing, they're all trial versions. So there will be a trial version when you're selecting a model. So it will ask whether it is a trial or paid one. So select the trial version and you can explore. You need to pay to ChatGPT or OpenAI also. Okay. So that's a one important thing. Let me clear till here. Anyone feeling bored? Okay. Okay, let me show you one important thing. Okay, again I'm asking for the questions. So I told you what is LLM, right? What is LLM, right? Okay, so you said, one of your friends said it is a chatbot. So what are the types of chatbot that we have? That is where you are not researching on topics. See, there are initially there is a NLP based chatbots. Heard about NLP? Yes or no? So that is the initial chatbots that used to interact, right? That is something like, if for example, if I wanted to book an appointment, what you used to do, it used to give a form, and you used to fill the form one by one, and you used to submit it. That's a rule based. So you are telling your bot that these are the steps that you need to follow, and once it is done, it should hit the API. But now, if I want to create a if I want to create an appointment, you don't need to give it in a format. I can directly say, Ritish want an appointment for orthopedic on tomorrow. I'll show you the example, but I'm just telling you orally what is the difference. So it's not like your OpenAI or your LLM understands that you wanted a bot. You wanted an appointment to be fixed, right? And if the data is not clear, if I said I need an appointment for orthopedician for tomorrow, right? So I didn't tell for which doctor, at what time. So it will ask me only for that questions. I'll show you that, but I'm just telling you what is the difference. So now the bots have become very genius, that we call it as Gen AI. Okay, right? Okay. I guess everyone are getting feel. So this is a small architecture that we follow for any bot, even your ChatGPT, your Copilot. Okay. So this is your user. So your user sends a request. What type of, how many ways that you can interact with your bot? And now handwritten is the other one which came. What else? We have one more. Yes, video. Video format also, we can actually express it. It is able to capture your expressions, not even your voice. It captures your expression and it takes the like text from it and process the data. So your user will send the request to ChatGPT, and if it is already trained on top of any LLM, it directly gives you the response. If not, it will goes to your data, which I told you, right? So the structured or unstructured data, that calls as vector or indexing. Okay, vector indexing, and takes your particular data which you are going to ask. For example, I'm going to show you our college chatbot which I did in morning session. So so that it gives you relevant answers, not a generic answers. So that data it will take, and then at the back end, if it wants to create an appointment, as I said before, so it should save somewhere, right? So it creates an API request and sends the request. Okay, so this is the chatbot framework where usually every ChatGPT or Copilot or any third-party chat applications follows. Okay. Now, what else can we do with these LLMs? I have kept the slide also, but you are not getting the answers. Summarization. So, have you heard about this Copilot? Yes. Okay. So, anyone using it? Have you ever tried on your emails? It's a free, guys. Use it. It's completely free, and for you even GitHub Copilot is also free. So if you use it, GitHub Copilot, I will try to show if it is there on my laptop. Yeah. So if you see, it's not logged in, but fine. So if you see when any response, even Aditya is showing in the morning. So you just gave a prompt, it created an answer. So you all tried, right? So it gave you summary of it. So that what it is created with your prompt, right? So the summarization can it be also done by with your LLMs. Okay. What else? What is evaluation? If I say what is done, DONE, right? If I say DOEN, will it not give the answer for me? It will give the answer, right? So how it is? It is evaluating by its own because it's already tried, right? So that part it is taking care. And then semantic search, as I said, if you remember the architecture that I showed you, it is only giving the relevant answers, not everything, right? So semantic search will be similar for that. Classification. So if I say, for example, for ChatGPT application, so how if you know how much data that is getting trained, it got trained. Even I don't know that exact figure, but I know till 3.5 turbo. So it got trained with 350 million trillion data, trillion rows of data. Okay, and even that is only structured data, but unstructured data is again a different scenario. Means so how it's like whenever you are typing, is it searching all the data? Is it how it is doing? So the data, as I said, there is a process called indexing. So when you are training your model, so the indexing process will happen. So that indexing will have a label. For example, if I'm giving you company college data, the label will, for example, we don't even know what is the label that it created because it's a binary format. That's a computer level language. So, but it creates a label stating that, for example, your college name, Amravati, or your town name. So it gives you only that, it directly goes to that indexing part and takes the data, give it. It's not like going to every sort of row, searching for data and giving it. So, correct. Table of content where it directly selects the data from the indexing label and directly go into that, get the data, dump into your model. So that's the beauty of classification. Without classification, no. And in your ML models also, when you're training, there is a classification models, right? So this is all interconnected. Summarization. Summarization is something called, it's again a classification models only. Right or not? Evaluation. So how do you interlink with your ML model? Where do you interlink? Which model is used to evaluate? Before the session, I hope there is a quiz, right? Include this question so that people who, you can research online also. For evaluation, what is the ML model that they're using? Okay? Because there are multiple evaluation models where one model is very, very like familiar and most used, okay? So make sure you research and tell me that model name. That's so that I can. And localization. So if I give an answer, question in Hindi, so will it be able to respond? So how is that? Your data is not trained on one language, it's trained on multiple language, right? So there is one more technique called language transformations. That also you can try it in your Azure AI to see how good, what model is giving you the best results. Okay? As sentiment analysis, you know, right? So all the complex, what do you call it as? What is sentiment analysis? This is a very familiar topic in data science. Okay, means? Is it a positive? Is it a negative? Is it you are commenting on top of it? You are not commenting on it. So this is how you are able to do it, right? So the analysis that it is giving through the sentiment models. So that part we can do. There are a lot of other use cases also, guys. So make sure because daily one or the other are coming, right? So unless they got famous like DeepSeek, you will never know what it is. So keep on exploring because I'm telling you, even in Microsoft there is a layoffs happening, and that is not negative for you because they want the new people who are trying on AI these stuff because All we are all outdated, very honest. So if your skills are really up to date, you are always on the top. So make sure you learn, you update everything, because your stream is that, because it is evolving. It's not like a full stack or React which is already been developed. Your stream is something, it is evolving daily. So make sure you, if you are spending at least 15 minutes on your research on AI, that will really help you for sure. Okay, so let me deep dive into the code. So what I created. Okay, so this is a chatbot. I just gave few inputs about your college, just your college name. That's what I will going to show you. So it responds to regular information related to your college itself, not everything. Okay. So what is the prompt that I gave? Everything I will be showing you. Able to see my screen? Okay. All right. So if you see here, I just created a folder, and basically it is only, I have only two files. Forget about all this. Okay. Only this is your folder. Okay. So I have chatai.js. This is a JavaScript file, and then your index.html. This is for your front end, and your logo. I have one logo on top of it, and your CSS. Simple. Just 4 lines of code, 4 pages of code. So how it creates a chatbot. Let's see. So if you see here, I just opened it. So in index also I didn't keep multiple code. This is a small piece of code that I kept. If you see here, I'm just trying to call the script, which is chatai.js. That's it. Just 26 lines of code in index. So rest everything I kept it in chatai.js. Okay. So here what I'm saying is your source is OpenAI, and your model is GPT 3.5, and your token size. Tokens, as Aditya already mentioned, so how tokens will be calculated, right? So that's very important for your billing part. And then these are the other things that I did, and I just gave few lines of code and guidelines, so what it should follow. You are an academic bot. Can you able to read this? Okay. So you're an academic bot. So you are specialized. I just gave your college name. Okay, so I just gave few details, not everything, and if you see, these are the details that I gave. Okay, and what I'm doing is I'm just sending it to my OpenAI key. Okay, let me show you the output of it. So this is the bot that I created, very familiar with your chatbot, I mean ChatGPT. Okay, so this is the bot. So what it is saying, welcome to academic bot, I'm specialized in your college. Okay, let's say hi, because I don't know what it gives, right? So I said hi. Can someone read this? You're tired, yes? Just 5 more minutes, that's it. I'm going to stop this. Okay? So let me say, what are the courses? Okay? Enter. I didn't say which college it is, right? I didn't say in UG these are the courses, post graduation these are the courses. I have not said anything. These are the courses, right? I don't know, because is it giving correct or not? I don't know. Correct only, right? Okay. So it is able to understand it, right? So this is how, with just a prompt, I'm giving it the prompt and just hitting my OpenAI. So tell me, if I give you this code, and if you want to change your prompt, so how long it will take to create your own bot? Just a prompt change. I can also show you one more bot. There's a legal bot. Okay, so this is the bot. Let me open that to just show you, because you can ask me, Ritesh, you may did some gimmicks. That's why it is responding. So this is a legal bot. Okay, this is the base I took. I converted this. This is an Indian legal bot where it responds for all the legal related issues. Okay, so if you want to try this, it is on my GitHub. Okay, so you can use it. It's open. Yeah, this is my GitHub ID, Venkat Jogi, and you can see my user ID. Okay, user photo, so that it will be easy for identification. Okay, and the code we get it is this bot. Bot is a folder that is just I showed you, right? So, or even you can use, if you want to try all my bots which are created, you can use this AI, and that doesn't have your API key. I mean your OpenAI key, so you can change. You need to change it. Okay, and I will show you where you need to change it. So it will be on your index file. So if you see here, there is an API key, right? So you have to give your own API key. Any questions? Okay, so if you open that AI folder, these are all the bots that you can try it out. So these are the different bots that I have told you. There is an appointment bot which I told you an example, right? So this is an appointment bot. So it even creates a SQL file. I mean a record in the SQL data. So where you can take that and because once an appointment is done, your hospital should know where who registered to it, right? So that you can try it here. Okay. And I wanted to show you one more thing, but Aditya covered already. So there is one more tool called Netlify. Hope everyone are able, because now these days it is very familiar. So you can deploy your own applications there and then, and you can directly using your Git you can deploy it. So you can either use that or anything. This I'm not promoting this product, but this is the product. This is the portfolio website that I did for my own thing. So and it is under hosted with Verify. Okay, so this is the one, and there is some other tool called bold.new. Okay, so there is one more tool, bold.new, where you can even create a similar React. Only it gives you only React, JS, and HTML related projects. So, but it is more familiar, and I mean, you can see your code there and there. You need to again download it and edit it, so you can use that as well. Okay, I covered Azure AI Foundry, data sources. Guys, if you wanted to try any of these use cases I told you, right, like 2 or 3 examples I told you, I can even share you this. I can put it in my repository after this session. So these are all the use cases where you can work on. I gave the description also. So what bot gives you what across domains. So if you want to work with education domain, transport domain, anything, so you can actually create your own bots. Okay. And I already showed you the demo. Yeah. I told you, right? I'll give you my mobile number. You can take it if you want. And it is handled by my team, not me. So, but you can always ping me on my LinkedIn. So I will be connected. So I will be sharing this GitHub link and all that, even presentation with Amit. So Amit will be sharing with you. Where is Amit? I guess he is busy. All right. Guys, as per your request from your principal, so yeah, so this is the one continuation for your Microsoft Startup Hub, Foundry Hub. Okay, so what how you will get your credit. So I'm using my login already. So I have used somewhere around 120, 110 credentials already. So these are the how it will get. So this is the website link, foundershub.startups.microsoft.com. Okay, if anyone wanted to be a founder in Microsoft with support of Microsoft, so you can do that. Just how you need to do is, this is the website that it looks like. You need to apply with your LinkedIn and give all the details. So it will take hardly 2 days to activate. So you'll get 100%. You'll get 5,000 credits for sure. And slowly, when you're doing your upgrades, so when you're using your credentials, so basically it will scale up. Okay, so let me show you what are the benefits that it is giving. So these are the benefits. So like you will be getting 50 Microsoft 365 licenses, Power BI, all the Power Platform licenses, GitHub Enterprise version, LinkedIn Premium Business. All these are free, guys. And along with this, you will get $5,000 credit as well to use it with your any AI app. Even it supports AI also. Azure Foundry, you can use it. But make sure once your credits are getting finished, so try to close your subscription. Okay. And the other beauty of this product is you can even connect with all the industry, even with Satya, CEO of Microsoft. You can even connect and take his guidance. So you can. These are the experts based on your These are the recommendations that it will give. You can connect with them. You can explain your idea. You can take suggestions from directly. No need of any approvals or anything. These are all the guys who are interested to mentor people. Okay, so you can actually connect with them. And very important thing for the job purpose. There is a portal called career.microsoft.com. On May 1st, May 2nd, you are going to Microsoft is going to release internship campaign where you can actually apply. But before you're applying, make sure there will be two different rounds. One is your evaluation of your profile that happens with your resume. Okay, 90%, 95% of your resumes will be rejected. That 5% will be only considered, guys, because people like you are, many people will apply, right? So there is no limitation for that, and you should be having 70% all your percentages in your inter 10th and your till your third year. If you are in third year or fourth year, you should be 70% criteria, and then your resume should meet some guidelines. When you're applying for that particular internship, so it will give you all the guidance below. Read it, edit it, and then submit it. Okay, so that will be releasing on May 2nd, and the package for that is around 12 lakh for only 3 months. Okay, make use of it. I even told your placement officer about that, so he will also connect with you guys. Okay, hope it is interesting. Did you learn something today? Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
What an incredible session. Thank you so much, Ritesh sir, for simplifying the world of AI and showing us that building AI solution is truly within everyone's reach.
Your talk has been insightful and empowering, and I'm sure everyone here walking away with something valuable to apply in their own journey.
Thank you once again, sir, for joining us and sharing your knowledge so generously. We are honored to have you here with us today.
And with that, let's give one final round of applause to Mr. Jogi. Thank you all for being part of this insightful journey so far.
So on behalf of PR Pote Patil College, sir, I want to thank both of you. You have spared so much of your time, and all the way you have came from Hyderabad, Visakhapatnam here. your tireless journey. For that, I'm so thankful that you have came here and given the insights and knowledge to our students so that they can build their careers based on AI. So thank you so much, sir. Continue.
So thank you all for being a part of this insightful journey so far. So let's take a short 10-minute break to refresh ourselves. The tea will be provided here, so please be seated.
And we did not focus that also in sense like we hardly tried it for a couple of months and left it. But the real startup that I did is after my college, after 2 years of my college, where I worked for a couple of years in a startup and then came out and then tried to build a startup. Two things that you'll face. One is financial pressures because you are already earning for 2 years and then you suddenly came out of your role and you wanted to build something without any money. And there is a team, I'm so lucky to have a team of 5 to 6 members who are my old friends, juniors in my previous company, right? There is a team of 6 members who supported me so well. But even after taking their support for 6 months, we weren't able to generate revenue. Okay, and this is not a startup which can yield funds. In sense, it's more like a service-based startup for young. I mean, like for ideas, for founders who have ideas but doesn't have a tech team, right? So the whole idea is like we build a tech product for them, and we take some seed funding, and also some share in the company. And in a long term, we wanted to run their company's tech. Okay, that's a whole idea. But we tried with a startup in Germany. We got that opportunity. We tried it a couple of times. The founder is 60 years old, and he had made us do the same thing multiple times. And we could have done it, but the problem is the financials, because the team can't sustain without money for 6 months, right? So we weren't able to pay them, and we had to shut it down. So that's one thing. So that's the reason I'm telling. So if you are in college, one great opportunity is you don't have that financial pressure, right? And all of your friends can become your employees or co-founders, whoever, right? And you can learn and do stuff. And for learning that stuff, you have a lot of resources now, right? And then second thing is, if you are one core point is, if you are doing some service or some product which can be automated in few months or few days, there is no point in building it. Okay, like say if you come now and say, hey, I'll build a company which will build websites for customers. Okay, will it work? No, because that's already automated, right? Building the website is something that's not automated 5 years back. Now it's all automated. You just saw it. You just gave a prompt and it gave you a website. Okay, why would someone come to you and to build a website or a mobile app, whatever, right? If things can be automated using a tool or using something else, don't choose that. Or if you think that can be done in like next 1 or 2 years, don't go for that. Okay, build something. So one good opportunity, just focus. One good opportunity. There is a statement from one of the tech leaders that all the SaaS companies may now be converted into AI agents. Do you know SaaS? Software as a service. Software as a service. Can you name one SaaS company? Salesforce. Okay. Any other SaaS company? All the cloud providers, they have SaaS services, right? So there are companies which are operating on the SaaS model can now be eliminated and be converted into AI agents. So what you can do is you figure out all the top SaaS companies that are working in this world and see if there are AI agents already existing for those SaaS models, right? In case if they exist, well and good, see if you can improve on top of it. If there doesn't exist, that's the right time you go and build a AI agent to automate that complete workflow. Okay, so all the HRMS softwares, HRMS, you know the full form of HRMS? HR management systems, right? So all the HRMS softwares, library management softwares, all of that can be automated. So see if there is a agent already existing. If not, just build it. Okay. And one more resource that I forgot to give you. I think there is a website called agents.ai. If I'm not wrong, I'll just double check agents.ai, right? So where you can build an agent and host it. Okay, and from there you can also earn money based on the downloads and the subscriptions you get. Okay, so if you there is one AI agent which will generate memes for you. Okay, if you're having a meme page, or if you're having any college page where you keep posting memes, right? You can just use that meme generator, generate a meme, give a context, generate a meme, and post it directly. You don't have to worry about all the editing and all that stuff that you do, right? So in a similar way, there are multiple agents that are there in agents.ai. You can build something and just host it and earn money, right? Yeah. Thank you. Any other questions?
Raise your hands if you have any questions.
No questions? All good? Waiting to leave the campus, leave the seminar hall. So, okay, one quick question. After listening to both our talks, how many of you are curious about this agents and generative AI? Okay, 60-70%. Okay. I saw there are only 5 hands raised in the morning when I asked about entrepreneurship. So, how many of you are willing to try it after this session? Oh, that's amazing. You can clap for your whole team. So I just want this. I mean, this is what I wanted by the end of the day, right? So to just give you a confidence that you have everything readily available on internet for free of cost, and you have an opportunity to become an entrepreneur. It's what all matters is just trying, right? So that's all you have to do. Try it, explore ideas, discuss with your team, form teams, right? And discuss about what ideas, what problems you are seeing in the regular day-to-day world. Try to build companies, okay? Who is stopping you to do it, right? Just spend an hour or two every single day instead of chit-chatting, right? Have a group call after your college, or if that's working out, take permission from your professors, principal, sit post lunch every day, half day spend on building your company, see how it works. And if something is working out really well and you need some guidance, I'm always happy to help. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn with the same name, and you can find me on with name Aditya Saladi, ADITHYASCALADI. Cool. Thank you so much.
सर एक क्वेश्चन आपने बोला माइक्रोमेंट
Okay, now.
सर मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है आपसे कि आपने कहा था कि आप माइक्रोसॉफ्ट पे काम भी करते हो और आपका एक स्टार्टअप भी है सो हाउ विल मैनेज इट मतलब एक आपका एक स्टार्टअप है खुद का और एक आपकी कॉर्पोरेट जॉब भी है तो वो भी एक बड़ी कंपनी में भी बड़ी पोस्ट होगी शायद
राइट
तो उसका मैनेजमेंट आप कैसे कर सकते हो मतलब कैसे करते हो कब करते हो आपका टाइम कब मिलता है
Okay, great question. I was answering this question to him in the morning. We were discussing the same thing in the morning. So again, thanks for asking this. So I work full time at Microsoft, and I have my own company, Green Occasion. It's a non-profit company. It's not a profit-making company. Okay, so it's a NGO. You know this term NGO well, right? So you might have heard about regular NGOs who will distribute books to students, or distribute plans, or give money to the needy, right? All that stuff. But ours is a new generation NGO where we are building technology for the society. Okay, so technology is something that we are giving back to the society. So what technology are we building? We are building technology to reduce the carbon emission, right? So one product that we are building is Geo, which is we are building a platform to order plants, home plants in urban cities. Okay, like in a city like Hyderabad where we are filled with concrete, right? And we don't have place for trees, right? The only option that is left for us is home-based plants like tulsi plant or money plant or whatever, right? And 10 nice plants can actually generate the same amount of oxygen that a tree can generate, right? So how can we, already plant lovers are doing it, how can we get more and more people like into this circle, and how can we deliver more plants to the people in the urban areas with no cost, with zero cost? Okay, and how do we generate money for that? That's a business model we have. But again, at a high level, it's all a non-profit thing. And this is one way we are trying to reduce the carbon emission. And the other way is we are seeing if we can provide alternatives, what incentives can we give to public to reduce individual transports like cars, bikes, or whatever, and encourage more public transportation. That's an idea we are brainstorming. So these are few ideas that we do with a set of volunteers. Again, we do that this cycle every 6 months or 3 months sometimes. If you are following me on LinkedIn, I keep sharing it whenever we are opening it for internships at Green Occasion. Just do apply and text me on LinkedIn. I'll be happy to see your profiles and give you an interview call.
Sir, can I know
And then
one
your
question?
question, I did not answer your question. Sorry. So when how do I manage my time? So on usually what I do is on daytime I do my regular work till evening 7-8 o'clock, and I usually work a little harder, 14 hours every day almost, and every day I spend an hour or two on this personal startup. Sometimes on weekends because this is a non-profit company. We all do it when we are free, right? And my main job is to mentor these buddy students or young employees who are interested in doing some extra work, learning stuff, and also contributing to the society, right? So I do it in my free time to make it very simple.
Sir, can I know one question again?
Yeah.
What is your salary in Microsoft?
Okay. So I did sign a document to not to reveal this when I joined Microsoft, so I can't reveal it. But you can find it on Quora. So if you type what is SD2 salary at Microsoft Hyderabad, you can find it on Quora.
कुछ तो अंदाजा होगा आपको कितने आईफोन ले सकते हो आप कितने गाड़ी ले सकते हो
So not that rich. Whatever you see on posters of colleges, we are not that rich. So this it works this way, right? So you might have seen 1 crore, 50 lakhs or like maybe 70 lakhs for a fresher and all that stuff. So that's not true. To make it very simple, that's not true. Because what happens is we are given our salary in two parts. One is the cash component, two components. One is the cash component, the other one is the stock component. Okay, what happens is, you know the concept of stocks, right? Share market, stocks and all, right? So stock is also a money component. You just have to sell it, right, to get that money. So what happens is when you join these big product companies, they usually have these two components, cash and stock component. So usually what happens is for any fresher at Microsoft, the cash component would be somewhere around 10 to 15 LPA or 10 to 16 LPA on an average, right? That's the cash component that you get, which means approximately 1 lakh a month, maybe, right? And then the stock component. Stock component comes around 20 to between 20 to 35 or 40 lakhs, right? Usually 30 is what I heard, right? 30 lakhs of stocks. So this cumulative will become, and then you also have a joining bonus. So joining bonus will be somewhere around 3 lakhs or 4 lakhs. And then you also have, because now you are in Amravati, you will be, office is not here. Your office will be in Bangalore or Hyderabad or Noida, right? For relocation, you also get some money. That will be another 4-5 lakhs, right? So which means this 12 lakhs thing, salary is 12 lakhs, stocks are 30 lakhs. What is this now? 42, right? Plus relocation is 5 lakhs, say 5 lakhs. Now it became 47. And then the one time, this thing, what do you say? Joining bonus is 3 lakhs. Now altogether become 50 lakhs. But what you get in hand every month is 1 lakh, right? That's the reality. So this is all one time. You can't actually say this as a salary, right? And stocks, for stocks also, whatever they say 30 lakhs will come in 4 years. Okay, so 25% of 30 is how much? 7.5, right? So which is 7.5 lakhs come each year. Okay, so which means for you to get that 30 lakhs, it will take a period of 4 years. Which means in the first year your salary is only 7.5 lakhs plus the 12 lakhs, which is actually less than 20 lakhs. That's the actual salary of a fresher in Microsoft. But what the project on the dashboards on all the big college names is 50 lakhs LPA, 75 lakhs LPA, right? All of these are coming because they consider these numbers and they have a point to debate on. But to be realistic, that's the number that we get. And coming to a senior engineer SD2, it will be like 20-30% more than that. Nothing beyond it. I mean, for SD2 it will be 20-30% more than that. For senior engineer it will be more like maybe another 30% more than that, 30-40% more than that. Nothing beyond. Okay, we can have a picture.
Any other? Thank you, sir, for answering all the questions of the students. After this, you will have your quiz session. So you can continue with that.